Hi there, I'm Amanda Byram, TV host, health and wellness enthusiast, and author of new self-help book, The Switch. Now today I'm going to show you how to do a very easy 10-minute at-home workout. You don't need any equipment, nothing but yourself, a mat, and perhaps a little dash of determination. Now you can grab a towel if you like. I can incorporate that into the workout a little bit later, and also a bottle of water, not only to rehydrate, but also you can use it as a weight if you so fancy. Now one of the reasons I do a gentle workout first thing in the morning is to activate and rev up my metabolism, and that sets me up for the day. So I'm going to start with a little warm up, then I'm going to get into some legs, then some arms, and then some abs. Now please remember, you must always listen to your own body. If something doesn't feel right, then change it to suit you, adapt. If you feel weak or faint, then stop, sit down, drink some water, and then get back into it when you feel ready. Now I'm not going to stop for long in between sets. Each move will be about 45 seconds. I'm going to set my timer each time with about 15 seconds to get to the next stage. So just follow me, keep going, do your best, and let's get moving. So the first exercise I'm going to do is going to be the plank. So we're going to get into position first. It's down on the floor. And you're going to place your hands straight out in front of you, and you're going to put your toes onto the floor. I'm going to start the clock now. Okay, so a plank is a great exercise to engage your core and your bottom at the same time. Now notice I'm not dipping down and I'm not hiking up. My back and core is engaged, my back is flat. So it's almost as though I'm between two brick walls. Like if someone was to punch my butt right now or my stomach, you shouldn't be able to move. In fact, if I had a glass of water on my back, you shouldn't be able to spill it. So you just keep yourself engaged. Your core is nice and tight, your butt is nice and tight, and this is really going to activate your whole body and set you up for the rest of the workout. So almost there, 5 seconds. Make sure you breathe, 2 and 1. Well done. So now you're nice and engaged, your core is engaged and your glutes are engaged. So next we're going to mobilize your joints a little bit. So we're going to do a little gentle lunge. And I'm going to start the clock now in a second, but I don't want you to do a full lunge just yet. I'll show you now. So here we go. Clock has started, and just a gentle one. I want you to gently lunge back. No need to get into a full lunge to start. Just mobilize your joints, your hips, your knees, and your ankles for now. And then when you're ready, a full dip right down into a lunge. So your knee hits the floor, your back is straight. You're going to be looking forward. I'm looking at you, of course. And make sure your knee does not come over your foot. So I want you back and straight and up. And the same again. And so again, keep your core engaged. Keep your butt engaged. So everything just sort of feels nice and tight. Now you can speed this up if you're at a different level, or you can keep it slower, whichever suits you. That's 45 seconds already. And lastly, for our workout, warm up, we're gonna do a little cardio blast with some high knees. So gonna look something like this. 1, 2, 3, okay? And the clock starts now. So knee highs. Note, this is going to get your blood pumping around your body. It's going to open up your blood vessels. It's going to get the blood to your heart. It's going to get the oxygen to your lungs. And of course, that in turn gets the oxygen to your brain. Now, make sure you keep your back upright and your knees, try and get them to hit all the way up to your hands. So, whilst this is always getting your blood pumping, it's just energizing your whole body. Make sure you're breathing properly all the way through. And this is just a little bit of a cardio blast. So this combined with engaging your core, engaging your glutes, with your plank and your reverse lunges, you're really ready to go. So that's your warm up. Let's take a little break, catch your breath. And our second round is going to be working on our legs. Now, we're going to get into a leg set here. The first you're going to do is squat, touch the ground and jump up. So let's get into it. Squat, touch the ground and jump up, okay? Here we go, clock starts now. Squat, touch and jump up. Squat, touch and jump up. Now remember, the largest muscles of your body are in your legs. Your quads, your glutes and your hamstrings. So if you keep these moving, you'll be burning calories all day. Now, if this is too much, just slow it down. Reach to the ceiling. Squat, touch the floor. Reach to the ceiling. Remember, always modify. If something doesn't suit you, slow it down. And then if this doesn't suit you, then simply just do your squat. But if you're okay, then you go from that to that to that, okay? 45 seconds is up already. So our next leg exercise is actually down on the floor, and it's going to be for your legs and also for your butt. This is called a glute bridge. So I want you to put your feet hip width apart, and you're going to lie flat on your back. Now you're going to slowly raise your butt to about there and squeeze it, and I'm going to start the clock now. Okay, so you squeeze your butt and then you bring your butt almost to the ground and straight back up again. Back almost to the ground and straight back up again. So when you get to the top of the move, really squeeze your butt like there is no tomorrow. And then if you want to take it to the next level, leave your left leg planted, lift your right leg, and just do one leg at a time. This is a single glute bridge, and then pass it over to the other leg. And you can do this for, let's say, 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other side, whichever suits you best. And that's your 45 seconds up on that. Okay, so we've got one more leg exercise to go. And I call these wall squats because that's literally what they are. I don't actually have a flat wall here, but I'm going to do it against the window. So against a wall, you are going to keep your flat back, move your legs out as if you're about to sit into a chair. Okay, so this is your sitting position. And the clock starts now. Now, keep your back straight and stay stationary. Take some deep breaths and sit deeper into the move if you're starting to get comfortable. Remember, your back is flat against the wall or the window, and keep your core engaged and tucked under. Now, you can do these funny little different moves where you lift your toe, bring it back down again. Lift your toe, bring it back down again. Lift your toe, bring it back down. How about lifting both toes? Keep them there. This is really, really going to burn, and it should. That's a good thing. And down again. Back up again. Oh yeah. Oh, thank goodness, that's 45 seconds up. Okay, so that's your legs done. Okay, now it's time for your arms. We're going to get back on the floor and we're going to get into a push-up position. Now, you can either do these on the floor, or you can do them against a wall by standing up and then just doing your press-up position. I'm going to do mine on the ground, and I'm also going to do them on my knees. So the clock starts now. And here we go. I want you to go down very, 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 very slowly. Stop at the bottom. And really quickly come back up again. Same again, really, 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 really slowly. Stop at the bottom, spring back up again. Now, of course, you can do these on your knees or on your feet if you like, all the way to the bottom, spring back up again, all the way down to the bottom, and spring back up again. If that's too difficult for you, start on the floor and then go in reverse. So you'll start here and then you'll move up from there. It's a completely different move, but you're attacking the same muscles. So just make sure you keep your form correct. And again, none of this, nice and slow. That's your 45 seconds on that. Actually, I'm going to throw a little curveball in because I feel like it. We're going to turn around and we're going to do some tricep dips for 45 seconds. So you're going to sit in this position, bum on the floor, feet out about this far from your bum. Your hands are facing your bottom. Let's start the clock now. Lift your bum, and then you're going to dip, okay? These are tricep dips. These hit the triceps, of course, which some people call bingo wings. And the push-ups, of course, hit your chest. And next we're going to push our shoulders. Then we're going to do biceps. So overall in arms, we're going to have a complete upper body workout. So these are a fantastic way of hitting the backs of your arms that are normally quite hard to get. You can also do this on the side of a table or on the side of a chair. And then you can move your knees closer to your body if you want to make it a little bit easier, further out from your body if you want to make it a little bit more difficult. That's your 45 seconds up. Okay, the next move, we're gonna use our towel as a resistance. So if you don't have any weights, if you don't have resistance bands or anything like that, don't worry about it. You can use a towel. I'm gonna stay on my knees for this. You can stand up and do it. But we're gonna do a shoulder press and it's gonna look something like this. First of all, before I start the clock, I wanna show you that your towel has to be really, really tight. I don't want it to look like this. I want it to be really as tight as you can. And I want all the moves to be really slow and considered. Okay, so the clock starts now. So we bring the towel very, very slowly all the way down till it hits the back of your neck and then slowly back up again. If I show you this from the back, you can see just how much the back of my scapula, all of my back muscles are working, my shoulders are working, my arms are working, everything's working. But if you do this, nothing's happening. So tight, all the way up, stop, all the way back down again. So using a towel is a really incredible way of using a weight. You just have to make sure that you're using slow and controlled movements and that your towel is tight. Okay, that's it on your shoulders. And lastly, I'm going to use the towel again and we're going to work on our biceps. So we worked on our triceps before, now we're going to work on our biceps. So let's start the clock and I'll show you. You put that towel between two arms and you raise. Okay, you raise to the top. And like I said before, I don't want this, I want it tight all the way down. And when I say all the way down, I mean all the way down to the end, stop, and then bring it right up again. So these bicep curls, combined with your push-ups, which worked your chest, combined with the shoulders we just did, and combined with the tricep dips are all going to ensure that you target every single muscle in your upper body. So all the way down. I'll show you from the side, all the way up, all the way down. Right, the way up, pause, all the way down. Okay. That's your last movement on your arms. Thank goodness, says you. We give the arms, the legs a break. And finally, we'll move on to abs. I'm going to stay on the ground for these. And the first exercise I'm going to do, if you don't have a mat, that's okay, by the way. You can double up on two towels. I just happen to have a mat. So we're going to start with our obliques. Now, our obliques are AKA our sides, and we can activate these by doing ankle taps. So I'm going to get down on my back. And I'm going to put my feet about hip width apart and I'm going to start the timer. So it literally is as simple as tapping your ankle. There you go. Ankle taps, ankle taps, ankle taps. Oh, my timer's doing something crazy, but that's okay. We'll give you another extra couple of seconds. Ankle taps. There we go. Now, I don't want you to keep your toes right beside your bum. I'd like you to put them out a bit further so that you really reach for your ankle and it really gets your sides and your obliques. Really feeling the burn. And if you want to make it a little bit more difficult, pause, 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 and just keep on going. And just make sure you have these concise moves that really, really focus on your obliques. And here you see we're getting the side of your abs. In a moment, we'll be getting upper abs and lower abs. Okay, that's your 45 seconds up for that. So the next exercise, you're going to lift your legs straight up in the air. And I call this grab a leg. So I'm going to start the clock and show you exactly what to do. Start the clock, the legs go up in the air, and you start grabbing your leg up to your ankle and back down again all the way to the floor. Other leg all the way up to your ankle, hold your ankle all the way back down to the floor. Now I don't want to see this weak grabbing. I want to see you hold on to your hands at the top. So you're right at the top of this move and you hold it there and all the way back down again. And again, same with the other leg. Hold it right at the top of your ankle and all the way back down again. Make sure you're breathing as you're doing all your exercises. Make sure you're hydrating if you need to. Make sure you're taking a break if it's too much for you. Always listen to your body. Okay, lastly, let's finish off with some good old-fashioned bicycle crunches. I love this exercise. I'm going to show you how not to do it, and then I'm going to show you how to do it. Let's start the clock, and this is how you do it. I want your knee and your elbow to meet, and very, very slowly, I want your other knee and your other elbow to meet. While your leg is not hitting the ground here, it's staying up, and the same again. Now, big mistake some people make is they do this because they think that doing it quickly is going to be better. It's not. Very, very slowly, slow and steady wins the abs race, okay? For the last 10 seconds or so of your bicycle crunches, you can speed it up, but speed it up mindfully. Make sure you don't lose your form when you speed it up. Some people think that faster is better. Trust me, it really isn't. The slower you go, the more concise you go, and hold it, the better the workout is. And that is your 45 seconds up of that. And that is your workout over with. Now that is an example of a mini workout that you can do in the morning or any time of the day. You can do it absolutely anywhere. You can see I'm in my living room. Remember, your own body weight is enough. You don't need a lot of space. You don't need a lot of equipment. Just get moving. Now, it was only 10 to 15 minutes, so I don't want to hear any excuses. If you think you don't have time, then put your phone down and maybe spend less time on social media. Give yourself those precious moments and focus on you.